People driving by have to do it.
Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Kyle Price. I'm a student at Hocking College and a major of fish management and aquaculture sciences. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to properly set up a fly rod and learn a little bit about a fly rod. You know, the first thing we're going to do, well, the first thing I would do is apply this backing right here to my fly rod. Now this backing is made up of a nylon rope. There's anywhere between 50 and 100 yards of backing tied onto your fly reel normally, and then from that point we're going to attach this floating fly line to this nylon rope here, and we're going to do that with a nailless nail nut. Alright, and then we're going to assemble the fly rod, put the pole together, and we're going to then attach our leader onto our floating fly line, and then attach our tippet, or attach our fly to our tippet. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is teach you guys the nailless nail nut. And to do that, you're going to want to get the end of both of these two lines here, the backing line and your fly line, and you're going to double over, both ends facing opposite ends of each other. And then at that point you're going to want to grab the end of the nylon rope and bring it together to where your thumb is and pinch it to where you have almost a complete circle. Then with that loop there, we're going to twist it under the fly line. We're going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 times. 5 times usually is all I need. At that point, I'm going to put the tail end of the nylon rope through this loop and pull together. Now you want to make sure all your strands are together and nice and neat, and you have yourself a nice nailless nail nut. You're going to want to cut off this end here, that way you don't have a big bulging object. This time you're going to want to apply it to your reel. Now the reason you have backing on is so that, sometimes you'll be fishing a pocket in a river and your fish decides to go downstream, and typically your floating fly line only is anywhere between 30 and 40 yards of line. You usually don't have any more on your fly reel. It's too bulky and takes up too much space, plus it's just really expensive. Alright, so once you have your backing on, we're going to apply our tippet here. It's kind of cold, so we're having some technical difficulties here.
Blood gushing everywhere.
I know.
Alright, so once you have this together, you want to assemble your fly rod. Alright, so you want to pass your fly line through your guides here, which are these little circular objects on your fly rod. Now these guides allow movement of your fly line and allow you to pick direction where you want to go. Alright, at that point you want to apply your tippet. Now I'm just going to use some regular monofilament line here, but you could go, and if you go to the store, they actually have specific line made for tippets. Now with the tippet you want to have anywhere between 5 and 6 feet of line. Alright, now you also want to use the nailless nail nut when applying the tippet to your fly line. So the same thing is going to happen. you're going to double over with your tippet line over your fly line, and you're going to bring back and make another loop there. At that point, you're going to want to put your loop, twist it up, and your fly line, make around 5 rotations. And with the end of your fishing line, you want to put it through this loop. Oh, that's supposed to happen. Kind of bleeding here. Technical difficulties once again. Alright, so you're going to double back over, make that loop, go under once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. That was your 5th time. And you're going to use that tail end once again. Screw that one up. Okay, we're going to do this again. So you're going to bring both your lines together. Pinch them right there. 1, 2. 3. Thank you. And that will be your 5th loop. Put your tail end through the hole. And there is your nailless nail knot. Okay, we're going to cut off these 2 ends here. Once again, hopefully I won't cut myself.
Put it on the wood.
It's too easy.
It's too easy. And at this time, we're going to use a different knot to attach our fly to the leader. That knot being called the fisherman's knot. It's a very simple knot. So you're going to grab the end of your tippet line, bring it up to your fly, and there should be a little circle on the top. You want to poke through that with your line. That one's actually waxed over. There's a different fly there. Alright. So you're going to want to pass through that loop there. Make a nice loop at the bottom of the top of the hook. You pinch the line, and you make, I would make around 5 to 6 rotations with your fly. And you'll see that little loop there at the bottom is going to start getting smaller. You want to use the tail end of your tippet line, pass through that loop right there, pull nice and tight. If you did it incorrectly, it should slide off. And there is your fisherman's knot. At that time, you're ready to gear up and hit the water.